Bill, it's unbelievable how we hit it all the way back up there and we came so close together.
How did that happen?
It's unreal.
It's
unreal.
amazing.
Let's see what you can do now.
Now listen, this is where the club meets the ball.
Okay.
Okay?
All right,
I
we're
know
ready
you've
for
been
you.
talking
Go
about
ahead.
meetings all day, but I'm going to show you what a meeting's all about right here. You ready?
All right, yep. Oh, well, that's the second ball you lost. I mean, it's gone, but nice try.
This is supposed to be a right-handed golf course, I think.
Hey,
So-
it's a great place to have a meeting. I'm glad we were able to combine this together.
Yeah.
You know, we don't talk about meetings, though.
Yeah. Let's talk about meetings.
I just got a call not too long ago from one of my clients wanting to know what the agenda would be for a meeting. You know, what points
Sure.
would be covered, because he's new to meetings.
Yeah.
And he wanted to get it right, the format. What do you think? When you had your meetings?
You know, first of all, you don't want meetings to be meaningless. You want them to have some meat to the meeting.
Good point.
Okay, that's important. Now, on a big picture, you want to, the spirit of a meeting is really to have some cooperation, some communication, some collaboration,
Right.
some coordination,
Yeah.
and then every once in a while, some celebration.
All right. Sounds good.
So
Yeah.
that's the overarching thing, but you need to have an agenda. That'd be the first thing.
Right.
And that it should have the agenda before the people arrive.
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
And then make sure you hold them accountable that they are arriving on time and they're prepared for the meeting.
So you need to start on time and
End on time.
Right.
Okay, so have an agenda, have the start time, have an end time, and send it out ahead of time so people can see what their part of that meeting is.
Right. I think that's
What's
really
some other
key.
ideas for a meeting?
Well, I think you hit on the agenda, but the agenda is going to depend on what the meeting's about. It could be a sales meeting, right?
Yeah.
It could be meetings with your mechanic on discussing equipment. So it's going to depend. But the key is to have one and make sure that's in advance. Okay, I think that's really important. Try to follow that agenda. One question that always comes up is about notes. I went to a meeting once when they had an admin person writing everything down in the meeting for an hour and a half. And at the end of the meeting, I just observed and I said to the different members of the meeting, I said, well, how many of you read this? I said,
Not many, huh?
not many, no. So I think just the action items should be, you know, just put down the action items. Who's responsible to do what? Okay, that's like the champion of the particular item. Is there any resources needed? In other words, do you need money or material or equipment to
Time or support even?
Right, yep,
Yeah.
time as well. And when should it be done? Like Bill just mentioned, time. When should this particular item be completed? So those are the key items.
Yeah.
And you know, when you go through that, at the end of the meeting, did you ever review all those?
We did. You
Yeah.
should. And the other thing on meetings, they're not for gripe sessions. This isn't a whining contest. You know, this happened and wah, 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 wah. You know, we call it the 90-10 rule. Spend 90% on the resolution and 10% on the problem, rather than the other way around. A lot of people spend their time around whining and fussing and about what the problem is, rather than solving the problem. So 90% on fixing the problem, 10% on discussing the problem.
Yep. And that's really key, because a lot of times people, the staff ends up taking the entire amount of time discussing it and never making a decision.
Yeah.
So meetings are to make decisions on things. Okay, that's really important.
And if it's a real big decision, often we'll say take a breath, maybe 2 or 3 days, and come back and make a decision. Think about it, reflect on it a little bit.
Right, that's key.
That makes sense?
That makes a lot of
Now,
sense.
if you want a copy of a typical agenda, just click down below. We'll send you one, won't we?
Absolutely.
We'll send you a classic agenda and what would be covered in a meeting session. And then what about your book? You want to give them a book?
Well, I tell you what, if they try our academy for just $10, I'm going to give them my CDs of the book, and I read the whole thing. It's 7 hours worth of material. I think you'll really like it. For free.
Wow, what a deal. Now, let's see you meet that ball and meet it down there by the pin.
Okay, this is Head Harvester Ed LaFlamme signing off and teeing off.
All right, Head Harvester Bill, coaching Head Harvester Ed. Let's go, Ed. Aim left. Oh my gosh, well it went straight.
It's the head
The
again,
good
Bill.
news is it went straight.
It did
See,
go
went
straight.
right down there, it's on the short grass.
I picked up
Now,
my head again. That's
You
the
did a
problem.
little
I
bit.
did
So
it
next
again.
time, let's have a longer meeting and we'll
Oh.
talk about the fundamentals of how to hit the golf ball.
Good idea. Good idea.
Golf ball meets club.